Here's my audience for today's speech. Good? Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make Ethernet cables. I like to do it this way because I feel it saves money. You don't have to go out and spend as much money on the Ethernet cable itself. You could just buy the parts, put it together yourself. I'm a member of the National Techno-Honor Society, so I deal with this stuff a lot, unfortunately. And I'm actually enrolled over at Northern for the software engineering program, so I obviously still have to deal with this a lot every single day. Hopefully by the end of the presentation, you guys will know how to do it. You guys can end up saving yourself money in the long run. Throughout the presentation, we're going to cover multiple things, what supplies you guys might need, how to actually assemble the cable itself, take it apart, whatnot, and how to test it to make sure that you actually have everything hooked up right. The first topic we're going to cover is the supplies that you're going to need. So, basics, of course, you're going to need a cable itself, obviously, and then you're going to need a pair of wire cutters and crimpers. I actually don't have crimpers, but wire cutters, it works. You need the RJ45 connectors, which is just the end pieces, which is this right here. Mine obviously has wires in it because I don't have any blank ones. And then you also can use a cable tester. You don't really need it, but it helps. It definitely speeds up the process a lot instead of having to hook it up to a computer and make sure the internet works and whatnot. Once you got everything together, basically what you're going to do is you're going to cut the length of the cable that you need. So if you want a 6 foot, you want a 10 foot, you want a 100 foot, whatever. Get the cable, chop it off, and all your sides are going to look blank like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take one side and you're going to take your wire cutters and you're going to cut off a plastic strip right here. So then your wires, here if you want to zoom up on that, if you want to scoot up, your wires are going to be open like that, not sealed by the plastic. And then once you get these free, there's actually a specific order from which you actually have to order them for it to work. This is the order that it needs to be in, so you need to go striped orange, orange, striped green, blue, striped blue, green, striped brown, and brown. So basically, let me do that real quick. So once you just got to get the wires in that order from left to right. So from the left, you want to have striped orange, then where's that? I can't get it. Then you want to get your striped green one. Then your blue, striped blue, green. Maybe. So difficult. Striped brown, brown. Okay. Anyways, it should have looked a little like that, just like the diagram. And then once you get that in the certain order, you're just going to take your loose wires, and then you're going to take your RJ45 connector, which is just the plastic piece. You want to go with the gold plates facing up whenever you put those in. So then you're just going to take your wires, and you're going to slide them in. There's actually 8. You can't see it, but there's 8 separate divots that each wire can go in. And then basically what you're going to do, once you get the wires actually inside of this, you're going to take your crimpers, if I had a pair. You get them in there, push them up to the metal prong, and then you're going to take your crimpers and you're going to smash down on this little piece. And basically what the crimpers do, they're going to smash down this little plastic piece in here. It's like a little dent, and it's going to dent inside of the actual cabling itself. That way whenever you tug it, it's not going to come out. And then it's going to push down all the metal prongs to be able to actually access the metal wiring inside. And then once you got that connected, you're going to go ahead, repeat the process, obviously, for the other side. And then you should get something a little like this. And then once you get this, basically, a quick way to test it, you don't have to do it this way. I don't do it this way because I actually don't have it. But this is actually just a cable tester. Actually, all it is, it's just you would plug one end of the Ethernet cable into this part, and then another end into this, and then you would just switch it on, and then all the lights should light up at the same time. So whenever one lights up, one should light up on the other side. 2 lights up, vice versa. and then you got to go through the whole entire, all 8 wires, and then make sure everything lights up. If everything lights up, you're good to go. But if you don't have that, like I do, basically what you do, you could just go up to your computer, and then you want to hook one end into your computer, just like you'd be hooking up regularly, and then you want to hook the other end into the router, modem, whatever you may have, even a switch, I don't know. And then just test to see if your computer actually has a connection. If it doesn't, obviously try adjusting some things, hook it into another port, something. If it doesn't work, then unfortunately there's not much you can do. You're just gonna have to chop off each side or get another wire if you have to keep chopping it off and you end up making it too short. You just have to keep doing it, practice, rinse and repeat, same old. Basically that's pretty much it, honestly. Like I said, one of the main reasons I do it is to save myself money, because it is cheaper to buy all the parts separately compared to actually just buying the wire itself, because they can be overpriced depending on which ones you buy. Another reason I like to do it this way is, well, not only because of the overcharging, but you can actually just make cables to whatever length that you want. Because whenever they make cables, they might make them only 5, 15, 25, and 100-foot increments. That way, if you needed like a 32-foot specifically, you could actually measure out 32 feet, make the wire, and do it yourself. That way you actually have the cable the right size that you need. Hopefully you guys understood that, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for coming.